I mean, that would have been a pretty nuts storyline, but yeah, it's going to be a fun one here. I do like the draft from PSG.LGD. Like Lizard was saying, you know, the Phantom Assassin is something that can get out of control given the time and the space, but we'll see if it actually ends up being enough here. So we're finally going to go ahead and jump into our first game. He's got the Hoodwink skin. I was worried that it wasn't, that they wouldn't have it. I love this. It looks so good.
I hate Hoodwink, but, you know, love this hat.
It is very good.
But, yeah, excited for this one. And it is absolutely insane to me that we see two teams that were playing just yesterday play against each other again today.
Yep.
Every other region, one game a week, maybe two every so often. But, you know, second day in a row. PSG.LGD and Phoenix both having to show up. So I'd like to both these teams. Not a ton of time to analyze their opponents before the matches, unfortunately.
And Nev, I know you're super excited for the Nothing to Say Tinker again, right? This is your favorite hero in Dota.
I got home yesterday. I played a single game of Dota 2, and it was against a Tinker. The Tinker absolutely destroyed me.
Did you have nightmares about it as well?
I just went to bed angry.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, that seems about right. Morphling obviously was actually the bane of the existence for Phoenix yesterday, as they ended up getting 2-0'd thanks to just an incredible Morphling performance. So we'll see. PSG.LGD gonna feel pretty happy about the draft here.
Yep. We will see if the Tinker, you know, ends up carrying the same way that they did yesterday. Nothing to say. It was everywhere in these team fights, all over the place, blinking out of things that he had no business getting away from, but still managing to pull it off in this lane. And he already starts to harass his first level heat-seeking missiles.
Yeah, we actually saw him like blink onto a Doom and was like, "Oh, I don't need to be here." Like like rearm blink away. It's just like, how can you do this?
The defense matrix is a hell of an ability.
Yeah, very interesting. Top lane, we're going to have the Morphling going up against the Bane and Shining's Mars. Hero that is very strong, so I'm not surprised we see the Mars picked up here. I was kind of surprised it was ignored the first two games of last series, but Phoenix, I know that they play this hero all the time, so makes sense.
I mean, that's why he's spamming out the missile. He doesn't want to deal with the Death Prophet's harass at these early levels. Once he's got the laser, it's going to be a little bit more tricky for Zone to trade with him, though. In fact, yeah. There it comes out. Laying in an excellent position for Nothing to Say, but he's sitting a little bit low. Needs that bottle pretty quickly here. Just gets the money for it, so being carried out to him just now.
Radiant's courier.
Ooh, that is a really important choreograph that has the salve and the clarity there for LWW, and that wand is not going to be enough to sustain him through the lane now for the next minute.
Not against Undying, so all the hurt they were putting on Morphling, it's all be for naught in a moment. They did shut down this first couple of waves well, though. I mean, Shining ended up doing a lot of right-click damage to him. Then, you know, LWW came in behind, got some clicks of his own to brain sap off, and well, he's sitting at what 6-0 compared to the Assassin, who's having a pretty easy time down the bottom lane. Shining actually 11-2 up here.
Yeah,
you wanted to see more Mars.
This hero's super good, man. I'm surprised like it's not, you know, pick banned every single game. Top lane LWW gets a little bit too aggressive. Spear trying to pin Y into the wall, but ends up giving first blood on over to the Morphling. And that is not a good sign for the side of Phoenix.
Yeah, doing such a good job of shutting him down, keeping this Mars far ahead, but you give up a first blood like that, no, that's your recovery. It doesn't matter that you missed probably more CS than you wanted to at this point, as long as you could find that kill. So that courier going down really did make the difference. He has that salve, and there's no way that he drops there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we haven't really talked about the 5-position Hoodwink yet. I mean, it's not something we see all that much. I'm a little bit surprised we actually saw it picked up here. Definitely more conventional picks here for the offlane of LGD, but
I mean, it's a hero that does a lot of damage as support. I'm not as big of a fan of it in the position 5, and it fell off a little bit after a couple of nerfs. Like,
oh, Zinq goes down bottom. M77 gets aggressive there on the PA, finds the kill, and now Faith Beyond maybe able to pick off the PA there, but she will be able to keep herself alive. Nice body blocks there by YP, and just not enough damage from that board.
Yeah, that Beastmaster sitting very low. He's going to sit all the way back. Oh, the snipe! Oh!
A Beastmaster or a tiny acorn.
Master of the Beast or a small squirrel, who would win? Oh Oh, YP with the incredible snipe. You'll love to see it.
All right, I mean, these lanes are going really well for the side of Phoenix so far. I mean, yes, it is 2-1, but the Mars farming really well, the Phantom Assassin farming really well, Death Prophet farming really well, so they've got to be pretty happy with how this is going.
Yeah, I mean, top 3 heroes on the CS chart, and of course, mid that lane even easier after you land that sick acorn shot. Ooh.
Zone will be able to bottle up that water in, so ends up costing him a lot of HP though, so it ended up maybe not being worth it. He gets a salve from LW, it'll be fine.
We've seen this a couple of times, like support rotates in and then dropping a salve.
Ooh, Cookie Forward does connect, nice bushwhack there, but EA will end up falling in the end. A lot of damage from these. This is why the Snapfire is so good. Like we were curious why it hasn't been picked up quite yet today, but LGD obviously very much love this hero.
Yeah, you've got a lot of new games. You've got several ways of dealing out damage. You either do magical burst with your cookie and
structures are
your scatter blast, or you can just punish low armor heroes with that little shredder you trade wonderfully. I'm glad they nerfed that ability. I do think that they nerfed that one enough, finally. It doesn't feel like overwhelmingly powerful. It's good against low armor heroes, which is about how it should be. Nothing to say. He's doing all right in the mid lane now. Death Prop's doing a decent job at zoning him. Phoenix Gaming, they're pretty happy. 2 heroes top of the network, both the Mars and the Phantom Assassin, and a little bit ahead of nothing to say, and you got to be happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's honestly a pretty solid start. Bottom lane, YP able to dodge them out for the moment on this little squirrel, but Faith Beyond almost gets him with the axe. I'm surprised. This is a really interesting build. 2-2-0. You don't really see axes come out that much from the Beastmaster. It is great harass damage, and PA can't dodge the axes, right? So
it's just not valuing the extra attack speed. Your position 1 is a Morphling. He's going to be doing his own thing a lot of the time. Your mid lane is a Tinker who, isn't going to be getting auto attacks off a lot.
I mean, that's
a lot of magic damage coming out under the PA. That's why you do it. So M77 now struggling. He's going to be forced to send out probably some extra regen. Still pretty far off that ring of health, and you're getting zoned out of the lane now. I feel like this, their solution is Phantom Assassin having the evasion, all this armor. You think, okay, great, I'm going to have the evasion deal with the Beastmaster Forest. Doesn't have the extra attack speed. Well, if you negate, if you don't go for these extra, boar buffs, it doesn't matter.
They're doing a pretty decent job bottom targeting the boards there. We just saw, right, then take down both of them. Meanwhile, mid lane zone pops a DD rune. Does have the exorcism, will drop that onto this mid tier 1 tower. Tinker TPing back in. They do want to try and defend. This is why here on this Undying, be able to help out a decent amount, and tower's gonna be fine.
Forced to get back.
Oh, Bane does he be careful though? Cute. I mean, Bane's pretty fast. He's got a wind lace, and his base movement speed is pretty decent, so will Bill just walk away? Zone. All right, he's gonna be all right.
Yeah, couldn't get those right clicks off because of the laser with that double damage rune, and yeah, it was just about to expire that exorcism, and they'll start flying back to her. There's nothing to say, it's just fine. Spooked me for a moment though.
I would make sense. There's a lot of ghosts flying around there. Yeah, it was very spooky ability.
Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah, of course. Anytime, brother.
All right, let's take a look at Morphling's game. Still a little bit, he's neck and neck right now with the Mars. I feel like, as this lane goes on, this Morphling gets a couple more points in his attribute shift. It becomes harder for the Mars to be able to contest his farm. As long as he doesn't get caught out by like another stun on top of the arena spear, he won't melt. Anytime you see the arena come out, you have plenty of time to hit the attribute shift and you're going to stay alive. And of course, you can just wave for him out of the arena.
That was like such a bold waveform there. You just like knew he wasn't going to get speared.
Yeah. I mean, after they changed the arena to form slightly faster, you can throw out the spear and then the arena if you're very quick.
Yeah.
And catch out the Morphling, but that trick is a little bit easy to mess up.
So Faith Beyond does have the Helm of the Dominator, picked up a Centaur for himself, so a little bit of extra control. YP's doing very well on this Hoodwink though. Yeah, sets up another little care there onto the Hawk. Overall, Beastmaster, top of the net worth, but it's pretty much even across all 6 of these cores. I mean, we're looking at only 300 gold difference between 6 heroes.
Yeah. So everyone is having the time of their lives, and I think Phantom Assassin's part is keeping up just because these boar kills and these hawks. I mean, they are worth a lot of XP and gold. And she went for the Orb of Corrosion rather than straight into the Battle Fury, so she's got some fighting power.
See it in just the levels, right? Death Prophet, I don't know, I'm not sorry, Death Prophet. The Hoodwink just hit level 6 bottom, so now Sharpshooter's online, and that is a very scary ability to play into. Mid lane, Blink Dagger finished up on nothing to say, and suddenly this Tinker is going to be very scary.
Yep. Say, I mean, the fact that you get free boots of travel now is absolutely ridiculous. I am not a fan of that.
I think when everyone read that, they're like, hold on, I need to read this again. Wait, okay, that is what that says.
Yeah, when you see that again, ZQ just dropped all of a sudden to YP down here.
Sharpshooter, very good.
At your level 6, ended up hitting it before 10 minutes. Probably surprised them, you know, you're positioned 5, but that kill that he managed to find early on Beyond really did help.
That combined with all of the boars and the hawks, right? They, like you said, they do give a decent amount of experience.
60 experience per boar.
Ooh, Roar comes out right away. Wive diving in here as well, dropping that tombstone right on top of the TP. Comes in from the Mars, and M77 trying to just get some distance away. The Morphling not be able to finish him off, and Shining trying to take down Y inside of the arena. Will be able to do so, but he is now the one in trouble trying to take down the tombstone, but Tinker cleaves him down with that rocket. Now Morphling looking for YP down behind. He got the Sharpshooter, throws it, but not enough damage.
Nice try. Missed that that bushwhack inside, right beside the tombstone, or either that or ended up getting cut down by the Quelling Blade. I didn't quite see that one. I think he probably cut it. He still got the Quelling Blade on the Morphling here. So.
A nice find there from LGD overall, and they're going to grab this tier 1 tower, so really sick play. One of the benefits of having the Tinker, I mean, he TP's down, throws a little missile, and is like, all right, I can just go TP elsewhere again.
Yeah, I'm assisted for this one. My work here is done.
Yeah, typical carry contribution, showing up, stealing your kill, and leaving.
Yeah. All right, taking another look at the Death Prophet here. Hasn't had too much of an impact in this game. They just, well, they tried to shove mid lane in a couple of times now, but every time he does, you know, they've got decent years of being able to defend. Pushing into the Tinker isn't easy. Into the Beastmaster, the Undying, also kind of difficult.
I'm sure she's going like Hood of Defiance here or something, right? Like she's got that Ring of Health queued up. It's the only thing I could imagine being like her item here. Yeah, there's Hood of Defiance on Courier going out right now. So Arcane Ring, that's a really big one. That item is so sick.
Yeah. You're the way of almost anybody. Phantom Assassin's going to hold on to this broom handle that she's got. It's not farming speed. And Death Prophet going for the Boots of Travel immediately after this Hood of Defiance.
I think this makes a lot of sense. You need to be able to survive some of these like early spells that come in from the side of LGD.
I mean, he's maxing out the Axe on the Beastmaster as well. It's all magic damage that they're doing. Although he did end up getting the Helm of the Dominator and straight into the Overlord, of course, because it's too good to pass up.
Yeah, well, he kept 2 points as it.
Oh no, he got 2 points in the action.
Yeah,
crazy.
He was just he was 2-2-0 at level 4, and then started maxing out Call of the Wild. So
yeah, I'm insane.
Illusion. Meanwhile, YP is like, please stop hitting me with missiles. I only have 800 health. Nice spear. The arena does come through. Interrupts the combo for the moment. Cookies him on forward. Faith Beyond. He's going to survive. Roar does come through up onto the high ground. Sharpshooter connects onto the Undying. And they're going to find themselves a kill. Faith Beyond with the axes from the low ground. Great play there.
Sure those aren't maxed.
Sure as hell looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it from my angle. No, sick play. Turned that one around on them pretty quickly, but I thought they'd be able to catch someone out there, but there's just way too much damage coming up from these PSG heroes now. You know, it was a sick body block on that Sharpshooter that was coming out. Jumps in front of the bullet for him.
Get down, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
And we're starting to see LGD take over the top 3 network positions. The graph pretty much flip-flopped at this point, and honestly, the supports farm pretty fast. Like Snapfire is one of those 4 positions that can get a lot of net worth, clears waves super easily, and she does a lot with her farm, right? The Shard, the Blink Dagger, just ends up being a huge stun and a great way to initiate some of these fights. Yep. Or to stop things, right? Like Bane's Fiend Grip, right? You can just Blink Scatter Blast, stuff like that.
Well, you can Blink Gobble Up as well. It's gotten a lot less popular, the Gobble Up, but it still is a nice save.
It's so expensive as a thing right now. Like
4,200 gold. What kind of support has money for that? In current patch,
I think the Weaver we saw yesterday certainly did, but he went Solar Crest.
I thought he was a position
Mjolnir or something. Shining taking a lot of damage here. Do they have the burst? Almost. He'll make himself back to the base. Might be forced to pop a smoke.
I think you're probably considering. Oh no,
Mid-lane. Nice play here from the Morphling. The question is, can they actually stay on top? It doesn't look like it.
I think he was slightly too far away. If he cookie hopped him there, wouldn't have been able to connect with Zone. So they get back, but at this point, you're probably wishing that you picked up Trank Boots or something like that on the Hoodwink, because then you'd at least be able to regen up some of this homing missile damage. But
oh gosh, LWW bottom lane is in a rough spot. Scouted out from the Hawk there of Beastmaster. Nothing to say, comes in, grab himself a nice free kill, and they're actually gonna get a D ward as well. So,
yep, nice find. Two of the things down there. I think, okay, well, why was he in the trees?
Yeah, what was his bait doing here? Placing a Tinker ward, of course.
Yeah.
Shining needs to be a little bit careful. There's going to be the roar. They drop the arena. Cookie comes through as well. Nice bushwhack into the sharpshooter. The spear. Oh, he ends up missing. Oh,
the spear makes it miss.
Yeah. They will go ahead and at least grab Zimq. The sharpshooter wasn't going to be enough damage to kill the Beastmaster, but it might have been enough to like set up for another kill because it does have a pretty big slow.
Yeah. This poor coordination there. Poor coordination from both teams. They ended up stacking up their stuns onto the Mars. The Centaur stun and the Cookie came out at the same time onto him, so they didn't chain them up.
Nice ward that's placed there behind that creep camp there. It gives them a little bit of vision to play with behind the tower. PSG.LGD, they're feeling pretty good. Morphling working towards the Lincoln Sphere. Has it delivered right now, so even safer than before.
First of them Lincolns. Black was complaining about this one yesterday. Well, not just Lincolns, but you go like Lincolns, BKB, and then what was the last one that he said?
I don't know.
I forget. Yeah, it was a good point, whatever it was.
Black does usually make pretty good points. That's
but yeah, when you go for these items on Weaver, you don't really do much damage. You don't farm very fast. You start to fall off. So I think this Lincoln Sphere is going to be the only defensive item that he gets, for now. But it is
you
pretty
mean the Morphling, right?
Oh yeah. Sorry. It is pretty good against both, the Bane against.
Jin Q pops a smoke. Unsuspecting victim here potentially. Spear will connect him into the wall. Sharpshooter, easy finish here. As one more attack from Shining will grab him, but Y rotates in, drops that tombstone. The flash golem comes through and they get themselves a very easy kill there. Over to that Mars, but now chasing for more. Nothing to say. Does he have the vision? Nice nightmare dodge there, but there's a Hawk behind the tower. The Aghanim Scepter, the laser bounce between them. They get the roar onto the Phantom Assassin. In comes Zone on the Death Prophet, though. Able to turn around. They take down the Tinker.
All that
salvaging this fight desperately here, but the Tombstone, too much for them to deal with, so they will be able to force this one out. Honestly, a pretty good fight there from Phoenix as they get themselves a really important target. They did lose the tier 2 bottom, though. Zone?
Just trying to get a little bit more out of this exorcism, so goes to the mid tower, but unfortunately Fortify's still available. But yeah, that turnaround of the Tinker, I think to say, just felt like he was so well protected with his entire team there, but a very quick reaction there by Phoenix turning around to him, getting that silence off, allowing his Phantom Assassin to find that kill. If you don't silence him when she gets on top of you, well, you just get lasered multiple times in a row.
Yeah.
So he feels super confident on his Tinker, and it shows. I think that he might be forced to get a BKB in this game or something like that.
He just needs levels when your rearm has,
such a long
1/3 of the cast time, right?
Yep.
Morphling getting aggressive here onto the Phantom Assassin. LWW nearby as well. He's going to be able to rotate right on over. Cookie comes forward. They get themselves a very quick pickoff. Ends up waveforming into a stun. Sharpshooter, it's being channeled. He's got a lot of damage, but the Mortimer kisses, and the damage from this Tinker. Constant missile spam is just way too much. He's actually behind the tower looking for more, but
he's never satisfied. He didn't learn anything when he got killed behind that tier 1 in the mid lane.
Of course not.
He just wants to keep going.
Full health soul rip there, too. That was pretty sick. Mid lane, Zone might be in some trouble here. There's nothing to say. Dodges out the silence. Nice play from him. Zimq will clip him with the slow. Y rotating in as well. They've got the ward here about to expire the arena. The Spirit, but he blink dodges it, of course. Why not? And now Shining Gonna regret that decision as ZinQ will be able to finish off the kill. LWW being ran down by the summons here from the Beastmaster Axis from downtown. Just collapse him with a golem real quick.
Yeah. I mean, look, that thing looks hilarious. It tries to punch people. Like,
he just literally slaps you.
Yeah. But yeah, so much damage coming out from Tinker here, and you know, you try to get him, but the defense matrix, the damage block of that thing, you can just blink out of so much right now on Tinker.
Yes, very fair and balanced hero.
Cool concept. Put him in a hamster ball.
Yeah. Another Hawk here scouting out these heroes on the backside. Honestly, this Beastmaster Tinker combo has just been doing so much work. Like, they always play around these Hawk visions.
This just gets worse once the
Shard comes out and...
No, Tinker hits level 18.
Oh,
you can just, you know, blink to the Hawks. Or, sorry, travel.
Well, speaking of Tinker, he's been found. Nice spear, silenced up, gets cookied out, but they're going to be able to turn it around onto the Phantom Assassin zone going in, but he is alone. The question is, can he actually find these kills? We'll take down Y, but it's not worth it. The Death Prophet falling here in this fight as well. The Tinker continue to chase after. YP will be able to dodge out some of the damage, but not all of it.
We finally lose vision of him and get that zombie off him, but the vision game is so good. Everything providing, you know, the Hawks, like you mentioned, you know, it's undying, getting on top of people with the tombstone.
And right into Roshan they go, and Tinker, with the help of these other heroes, makes pretty quick work of this. So Aegis, I'm sure, going to go in the way of the Morphling. Actually smoked up on Phoenix. They want to try and fight this, but they're definitely not going to make it in time. Shining not in place for that blink.
Maybe Tinker tanks it just because, you know, he is playing so aggressive on this hero, but it makes more sense. Morphling's going to be your building hitter, and usually when you're ready to go high ground, you want that Aegis to go over the way of the building hitter. Thankfully, they haven't added a patch where, you know, the Tinker things do damage to towers just yet.
Arena finds a Beastmaster with the Bushwhack and the Sharpshooter. They will find the kill. ZinQ actually jumps right into the middle of the fray. Y here slow him down thanks to the Tombstone, though. But Gobble Up? ZinQ has an Axe? Excuse me?
Well, when you get yourself a Philosopher's Stone, you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, anything's possible.
We were joking kind of earlier about the Gobble Up build for the Snapfire, but it is 20 minutes into the game and your 4th position has an Aghanim Scepter. He says Brown Boots Ags. Incredible build.
Well, Snapfire wasn't joking. I mean, that's your save. I mean, you get on top of, you get a silence in your, this Phantom Assassin on top of the Tinker. You can just reset him out of these fights with a Gobble Up and then a Spit Out. You can either get away or just keep going with that.
Just send him into the enemy team completely. Just throw the Tinker onto the back line.
That's what I would do if I had a Tinker on my team.
Yes.
You're going in.
M77 here with the TP out. Ooh, Roar not in time. Well, they lose the Bullwhip as a result, so that's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah. What can you do? Almost level 18 now at Tinker, 17 again once you got the 3 points into the real.
Gobble Up, Morphling finds the Mars, dodges out the spear, and ends up kind of yoinking the kill there on the Snapfire, the Scatterblast from downtown, so nicely done.
I mean, we discussed this yesterday, ZinQ obviously thinks that he's playing position 1.
Yes.
Well, he's farm like position 1, has that Aghanim Scepter, just like boots into Aghanim Scepter completed.
You see zone behind the tower, they've got another Hawk Vision there. Oops, spear off the mark. Nice attempt there from the Morphling, but actually just making space as they're trying to focus down this 3rd and final tier 2 tower here.
Are they going to slow down?
No, absolutely not. They've got Aegis for another 2.5 minutes. He's got himself the E-Blade combo. You got Faith Beyond behind you. Tinker can join the fight at any time. This is just all PSG.LGD. They are just feeling so strong right now.
Yeah, with another 2.5 minutes here, and you know, some of the Overlords still behind you, you'd be able to make quick work of this tier 3 tower. I mean, Mars could have, you know, potentially spear somebody back into like one of these buildings here.
Oh, they're getting a little bit aggressive. Nice dodge, but the damage, it's just there.
He's dead.
He's just got nothing you can do against it. The chip is just from so far range.
Radiant's middle barracks.
And this is the PSG.LGD a lot of people were expecting to see yesterday. They struggled a little bit against Aster, but against Phoenix for 22 minutes in. And
Morphling goes in, gets caught by a silence, soul ripped, and healed by the cookie. Gets gobbled up by ZinQ. He's like, screw it, man, get back in there. We're here to fight. Roar comes through. They get the kill. Oh man, you thought ZinQ was here just to save him, but no, he just wanted to kill another hero.
Going right back in. Is he going to get LW? He does. all your heroes dropping inside your base. You've only got 2 tier 3 towers. You're about to lose your second one.
There is not much left that you can do in this game. You are 17,000 gold behind against a tanker draft, and this Beastmaster just helps his team take buildings so fast.
Yeah, they're not slowing down. Exorcism was committed in that last team fight as well, and you just melted there on the Death Prophet. This last tier 3 tower is the only thing that's standing 23 minutes in. It's got to feel kind of hopeless for Phoenix. I mean, if they could somehow take us in the late game, you know, they talked about this on the panel. You've got the Phantom Assassin factor, but he did not have nearly enough time.
Arena comes out, doesn't connect with the Spear. Nice bait there from the Morphling, but his team focusing on the objectives. They get themselves a tier 3 now, exposing the last lane of barracks here. I think it's going to be popped for the moment. Feed script, it is available, but it's so difficult to do anything. There's the goblet on the backside. It connects onto 2, the Tinker. Putting in the damage now with BKB, gets the blink out. LWW trying to survive, but the Tinker does not care at all. And now they continue the onslaught here as they're going all the way into the base. Feed script does finally catch the Morphling. They get the kill, but that's just going to be the Aegis.
About to expire anyways.
Yep. Kiss is raiding on through, holding them in place. The Roar comes through as well. They are just getting crushed here inside their own base. This is not yours. It belongs to PSG.LGD as 4 heroes dead. I'm sure this game's going to be over, and there it is. The GG comes through.
And this is the PSG.LGD everybody was expecting. This is the team that came second place at the International and played so well this year. Absolutely crushing Phoenix in this first game. And I thought things would be a little